And today I'll be calling your sellers live. Today is the last day I'm going to be calling sellers live. I was actually asked by Pace to also switch our Monday creative deal underwriting Zooms to Saturday Zooms at 10 a.m. as Arizona time for creative deal underwriting. So we're going to be doing a weekly bonus, a 2-hour bonus Zoom every single Saturday at 10 a.m. Arizona time in the sub 2 community. And we're going to do creative deal underwriting. And today is going to be my last day of seller calls, but I was just informed by Phil over here that the elephant challenge is going on right now. So I actually might be conflicting with the current elephant challenge. So I don't really want to do that. But if there is somebody here watching, maybe in the next 5 or 10 minutes, and they have a seller for me to call, I can call their seller really quickly and see if we can do a takeaway. But if nobody has a seller for me, we can just end this live shortly, and then we can all jump on to the elephant challenge. I don't want a conflicting stream. Also, I'm not exactly sure if I'll be calling sellers live for the next few weeks or indefinitely because I'm actually moving to Virginia. That's right, I'm going to be moving to Virginia. Me and my wife Love are going to be moving to Virginia in a few weeks. We've been packing and things like that, and we're thinking about going there for Thanksgiving, but we're going to be moving there for an indefinite amount of time. So we have a lot of packing to do, meaning I won't be able to call your sellers. So today's the last day, last chance for me to call your sellers. What's up, Les? Do you have a seller for me? Oh, what part? Bristow, Virginia. So that's where we're going to be moving to, Bristow, Virginia. What's up, Jim? People are asking me why I wear hoodies in Phoenix, and that's because here, right now, it's wintertime, and it's like 55 degrees outside. So it does get a little chilly in Phoenix, and sometimes I don't have the heat on, but the house does get a little chilly. So that's why I wear my hoodie sometimes. What's up, Joy? Dave has a seller he wants me to call. Yeah, let's do it. While we're here, I don't want to take up too much time because we've got the elephant challenge. Other than Chris from yesterday, no new leads. Yeah, no problem. No problem. You can just message me if you'd like some help following up with your sellers. I'd like to help you if I can. There's a few sellers I'm talking to right now behind the scenes, and we just got a creative deal locked up under contract. We opened escrow with it. It's a cool one. It's a sub 2 with $1,500 down into the seller's pocket. It's about a $400,000 house. We bought it $1,500 cash to the seller. I paid the gentleman who referred us the lead. I paid him $2,000. I wanted to incentivize him and anyone else who just brings me a lead that I end up buying. I want to make sure it's it's a um, fair and reasonable price we can pay for a lead. So $2,000 for a phone number is, I think, generous and fair. And so we're gonna be all in, maybe about under $3,000 to buy the property. I mean, we're gonna pay closing costs. Worst comes to worst, we pay. Some other small things come up, we might be $5,000 all into this property, and then we're gonna be selling this property on a wrap. And that's really our focus here is to acquire on creative finance and then sell on creative finance or sell on seller finance. So that's a really good exit for us right now that we're really exploring. And that's where a lot of our time and attention goes. And what I like to do in these live calls and these live Zooms is to talk to your agents, to talk to your sellers, and really explain terms to them in a way they can easily understand what it is we're trying to do. It's 100% legal. Title companies all across the entire country do this kind of transaction every single day. you get title insurance. So if it wasn't legal, why would title companies give you title insurance? Why would they give you a lender's policy or a title policy? So it's 1,000% legal, happens every single day. And we buy creative deals nationwide, and you can legally do creative deals nationwide. And there's a million ways to structure a deal. So that's why it can get overwhelming. That's why I like to have these conversations with real estate agents and sellers. Ju Yoon, hey Munif, welcome to the East Coast. Quick question. On a hybrid deal that is on market, who pays the commission? How is it structured to our payment to the seller? This is a question I get a lot, Ju. And I like to tell the agent that I will pay the agent out of pocket anywhere between 2.5% to 5% in commission. So 2.5% to 5% of the entire deal will go to them commission, and I will write them a check at close. And I will just take it in as part of my closing costs or cash needed to close. And that number between 2.5 to 5, like an agent will be like, well, why would you pay 5% sometimes, and why would you pay 2.5% sometimes? And it really comes down to how much cash the seller needs, how much cash I need to put into the property to rehab it, because it comes down to my cash on cash return. So I want to keep my entry fee as small as possible because that's my investment. So when you do a return on investment calculation, I might bring in my whiteboard and show you guys. I wish I could show you on a whiteboard, but this isn't really like an educational Zoom necessarily. This is really to talk to sellers. But while I'm on the subject, when you do your cash on cash return calculation, which is what you should be doing whenever you underwrite a deal, you want to see how much cash you put into the deal, and then within 1 year, how much cash you are receiving from the deal. So the entire entry fee goes on the bottom, and then the cash flow goes on the top, and you multiply monthly cash flow by 12 to get your year yield, and that total cash you're going to get from the property is on the top, and the bottom is the entry fee. So paying the agent increases your entry fee into the deal. So if I can keep, if the seller needs less down, let's say it's $0 down to the seller, I'm happy to pay the agent 5%. But if the seller needs a down payment, the commission has to give a little bit, and maybe the seller can, sometimes sellers will want, say 10% down or 5% down, and maybe they'll be amenable to taking some of the money down and crediting some of that, or paying their agent some of that from the down payment. But I usually just tell the seller, hey, look, I'll pay the agent, I'll cover the agent fees from the cash I bring to the table at closing, and it's anywhere between 2.5 to 5%, depending on how much you need down. And that way, the agent's incentivized because, if the seller really doesn't need much cash in their pocket to close, if they really don't, then they're incentivized to push that. But if the seller does need some money, they're incentivized to push the least amount of money in their pocket. So that's usually what I do. It's been working for us. Hi, Munif. I had one for you, but they weren't available for a follow-up call today. Yeah, no problem. Oh, shoot. All right. So David, I don't want to put your seller's personal information on the stream. I clicked it, but their phone number and all that info, I want you to DM it to me. Ju says, just right on the walls, man. You're moving anyway. Thank you for your answer. I have a whiteboard here, but I have to move my camera. I probably should get a second. That might be a good idea, to get a second camera, because I've got this video mixer. So I could if I press 2 right now, I think my video will go away. Yeah, see, if I press 2 and if I press 1, it comes back. So I could actually hook up a second camera to my whiteboard, and underwrite stuff for you guys on my whiteboard. But yeah, no problem. But yeah, I don't want to, David, I don't want to put your seller's info on stream. Full name and phone number. That's it could put your seller in an interesting position if someone calls. She's an investor that wants to do creative, but several years in arrears. Not sure how this house has not been foreclosed on. Tell her you work with Dave. property address is in Clearwater. Jesus Christ. Maximum allowable offer is 700,000. Jeez, this is a Clearwater, by the way, is like an amazing place. It's like super good. Let's call her. What's your name? Helen? Is it Helen or Helene? How do I pronounce it? Because you have an E at the end. So is it Helene?
We are currently unavailable right now. Kindly left a voicemail so we can reach you as soon as...
Call is failing. I wonder why. Maybe.
We are currently unavailable right
Yeah.
now.
So maybe the disconnected phone line, wrong phone number, or they didn't pay their phone bill. Thank you for calling Dream Life. Okay, so I actually got a text message from that company. It says, "Thank you for calling Dream Life Home Buyers. Sorry we missed your call. One of our representatives will call you back shortly." Dave, is this your phone number? Are you Dream Life Home Buyers? I'm very confused. Or is she an investor and that's her? I don't know what's going on. I got like a text message. Thank you for calling Dream Life home buyers. That's good. Let's see what we got here. Cool. Yo, what's up? Missions to Millions. I feel like I know. You gotta help me with your name. Missions to Millions. I feel like I know you, especially the name on Twitch, but I forget your name. Sometimes it's just usernames. Veronica says, "Will you be willing to call a realtor to clarify an offer that I sent? I feel like this guy doesn't understand creative financing, but a super chill realtor." Yeah, I'll call your realtor. Can you DM me the name and like the offer and like I can explain it to them. That's not a problem. I can say I work with Veronica. That's not a problem. I'm happy to do that. Do you know, Veronica? Just shoot me a message on Facebook, and I'll talk to your realtor. Veronica says, "I will send you the info." Cool. Jason, okay. Veronica, do me a favor. I don't know anything about the offer. So can you write the offer in my messages? That's right. Junior Gabrielle is my Facebook. Yes, I know you on Instagram. Thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. Okay, cool. What's the property address, Veronica? Send me the property address so I know what I'm talking about. Purchase price is okay. All right. Finance 133. Okay, I see you. Sub twoing 301,000. Financing 133K at 3% interest. Okay, cool. And then what's that? Send me the address. I'll call Jason.
You've reached the voicemail box of Jason White. You've reached the voicemail.
Sorry, Veronica. I triple dialed your seller, so they did not pick up. Yeah, I guess he's busy. So what I like to do for these cases, let's say I had like somebody, I really wanted to talk to my seller or my agent. What I like to do is I like to let them know, like, hey, Pace Morby is going to call you at between 2 to 4 tomorrow. Make sure you're at your phone, or hey, Daryl or Mamadou or Chai is going to call you. And I like to be very like like very on top of that. And it's not a big deal that you didn't do that, but it's not a big deal that like these people aren't picking up their phone. But what I like to do is I like to like set that appointment. And if anyone here had set an appointment, that they're like, "Hey, Manif, my seller's like waiting for your call." I always prioritize that because that's always better than randomly just calling people because they might be in the middle of stuff. They might not be expecting calls. Juice says, I wanted to hear that call so bad." Missions to Million says, "Hey, Manif, I have one in Fishers in DTS. Got it from Zillow. Should I post the address here?" Um, yeah. Just shoot me the so you can go ahead and actually message me the address and info on my Facebook. So just DM me on Facebook, like the address, owner's name, phone number, and like a short little snippet of your conversation. Oh, Jasper has a lead. Yeah, sure. Message me the lead, Jasper. Definitely message me the lead. Go ahead, message me right now. I don't have any new messages from anybody. Let's see. Yeah, nothing. I got no messages. So yeah, if you actually just go ahead and search my name over there on Facebook, you can actually send me a message and then message me your lead information. I'll be happy to call your seller. So I need Jasper. I see I'm calling Don, but I need the few things, right? I need to know like the maximum allowable offer because I don't really I'm not the strongest comper. So it might take me like 15 minutes just to comp the property. So like I need the maximum allowable offer, and if you don't have that, um, then I can call to see if there's motivation, but I won't be able to actually do anything with the property. I also need to know what maybe a little bit of like a gist of like what you guys talked about, and that's really about it. Oh, and let's see, let's look at this property. It's in Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Zillow has it at like 94,000. But yeah, I need a little bit more information than like I could call. I mean, I could. Uh, Lester says I'm in Arlington. I actually have a condo in Arlington. I used to live in Arlington, Virginia. So super cool. Jasper is not sending me more information. So I'm just going to call the seller. I have like really not much to go on here. She wanted too much money. Okay, let's call her. Let's. Are you do you have an exit by the way, Jasper, in Tulsa, Oklahoma? I'm reading Jasper's messages. He's saying she was interested in selling because it's a tired landlord situation. She wanted too much money. Let's call her.
Uh
Hi, Don.
huh.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, this is Munif. How are you?
With who?
This is Munif. I work with Jasper. He
Hmm.
mentioned you might be interested in selling your property on 1408th Street, on 111th Street in East Ave.
Uh huh.
Is that still something you're interested in selling?
Yeah, I haven't been able to do anything with it. I've actually been pretty busy and out of town, so I haven't gotten anything cleaned out of it yet.
Oh, that's okay. I mean, did I catch you at a bad time right now?
Yeah, you did. Let me. Yeah, try to call me back tomorrow.
Yeah, what time tomorrow?
Maybe after 10 in the morning.
After 10, let me just pull up my calendar. How does 11:30 sound tomorrow?
That'd be fine.
Does that work for you?
Yes.
All right. I'll talk to you then, Don. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Excellent. So I like to, I can usually tell when someone's a little distracted, like ruffling stuff. She's like, yeah, I've been out of town. And you can just tell when you don't have somebody's attention. So I never like to have a involved conversation, especially with creative finance. Like, geez Louise, like, most of us don't even understand creative finance. Trying to explain that to a seller is um, is difficult, especially when their attention isn't there. So I always set appointments. I'm always like, hey, let me set you an appointment. Jew says, did you fill a spot on your team, Munif? I actually have some amazing candidates, but Jew, if you're interested in interviewing, let me know. Just shoot me a DM. You have to respond back to one of the applicants. We haven't formally sent an offer yet, but we have some really amazing candidates, and we're doing a few more interviews. Do you call pre-foreclosed deals? Of course, I call anybody. I'll talk to anybody. If nobody has any more leads, we can call it here because I know the Elephant Challenge is going on right now. And yes, I don't want to take too much away from the Elephant Challenge. I'm confused. Okay. Jim JJM 648 says, I've been waiting for you to post that on Facebook. What have you been waiting for me to post on my Facebook? JJM 648. Oh wow. Jasper, you've got a fan. Is that Jasper's son? Hi Jasper, I'm a big fan. Wow. That's amazing. Jasper says, I have another one. I'm not sure if I should send it. You can send it. I'll call. I'll talk to anybody. It's really hard to hurt my feelings. Let's see. Not really worried about talking to sellers. 200,000 down. Joy sent me a property where I'm just reading Joy's message. 486 balance on the loan. She wants 200,000 down. Home is vacant. Oh, they want a down payment to build land they just bought. The challenge with that, Joy, is if they have a specific reason that they need a down payment or they need 200,000, so it's a challenge for you to, how can you do something when it's not really in their best interest, right? Like some people just want a down payment just to have a down payment, but they have a specific use case for their down payment. It's not really about how you can get yourself. I can call the agent, but it's really not about the agent situation per se. It's about the seller situation. So if they have a specific reason they need to sell the property, and it's to have 200,000 to then put into land. It's not really about how to convince them not to take 200,000. It's about what's important to them: getting the most money they can from the property, or getting the most cash they can from the property to then reinvest in the land. And that's almost a complex decision the sellers have to make, and they have to really think about this. Like, do I take an L on the property and sell it for cash on this market so I can go buy land to then build my house on, or do I wait on the buying land and building my house and just now get the most out of selling this property? So that's the conversation you need to have, and that's like a very in-depth conversation to have with the seller, in my opinion. With the agent, I can actually call the agent and have that conversation, but I can do that. Let me just. Junior Gabriel says DTS on Zillow. Gruber Avenue doesn't want to pay commissions, has health issues. 80% work is done. Interest in seller finance, wants some money down. I didn't offer interest because she wants over retail. That's one, but Junior Gabriel, I don't have a name or a phone number for the seller, so I don't know. There's no way for me to call them. I need a name and phone number. I'll call Joy's. I'll call Joy's agent.
Good afternoon. This is Henry.
Hi, is this Angie?
Yes, it is.
Hi, Angie. This is Munif. How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I am so good. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No, you did not.
Oh, awesome. I'm calling because I work with Joy, and I'm actually the underwriter for all the proposals and offers she sends out, and she mentioned she spoke to you about, I think, 925 14th place. Is that still for sale?
Yes, it is. It's still available.
Oh, excellent. Okay, great. And can you catch me up to speed? I got some notes here. She mentioned you guys talked about maybe creative finance.
Yeah, and refresh my memory. Joy, she's an agent. She's a buyer.
No. She's a buyer. Yeah, we're a real estate investment firm, and so
Okay.
Yeah, and so we do a lot of agent outreach. And what we're doing right now is, this market's been really tough for sellers and agents, and what we like to do is we reach out to agents and find listings that are almost hard to get off their books, and we can pay a lot of these higher prices if we can buy on the terms that we need. And
Oh, that's right. So she called me regarding like putting a down payment and taking over the financing, right?
right, exactly.
Okay.
Right. Is that something that would even work for the sellers?
It might. It just really depends on the terms.
Okay. What's going on with the sellers?
Well, they are. They need their money so they can build.
Okay.
They owe, I think, it's about $490
Okay,
on the
490.
house.
All right.
They paid $2,890,
Okay.
2,800, something like that for the house for the payment.
Right, right.
And we discussed like a $200,000 down payment.
I see. I understand. Okay, and so the sellers, they need the down payment, so they want to be cashed out as much as possible so they can go around
Correct.
and they can do like a new construction on something.
Correct. Yes.
Oh, gotcha. That
Not
would
with the new construction. They already bought some land.
okay.
They want to start building.
Yeah, they want to build maybe a house for themselves or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. That is going to be a little tough. And I'll tell you why. And we might not be a good fit for this one, but just for your knowledge, we are buying a lot of these like 10 to 15,000 down.
Okay.
And right now, what we're seeing a lot. I mean, I just bought one literally yesterday, and what we're seeing a lot is sellers have they're unable to sell their properties, and you're probably seeing this too, without taking a price discount because of the interest rates, and the Fed
Right.
literally just raised the interest rates again, like today actually.
Yeah. What did they raise them to, or how much did they raise them? Did they raise them after all?
75 basis points.
Oh wow! So that makes it like what? Like on an FHA? What are we looking
People
at?
are going to be paying more than 8% interest depending on their credit score.
8? Are you serious?
Yeah. So it's like most typically a buyer would be working with an agent to then get a loan to buy a house like this. And, usually they get a pre-approval letter. I mean, you're an agent, you know all this stuff. They get a pre-approval letter from their lender. And then they're like, okay, here's how much I make. Here's how much my spouse makes. And we're going to both be on this house. And here's how much we qualify for. Well, people aren't making more money right now, but their payments have more than doubled the past 6 months because of these interest rates.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing right now in the market, because I buy a house a week, and what we're seeing right now is sellers are getting a little desperate, and it's this balancing act, because like sellers are like, how much of a price cut should I take, because my house isn't worth less. The interest rates just means people can't afford to buy my house. Right. So what we're doing here is we're saying, look, we can actually pay you what your house is worth, but if you don't need the money right now, we're just going to pay you over time, so we can turn the property into an income property for us. Like we can turn it into a rental or corporate housing or something like that, Airbnb, whatever. There's 7 or 8 different things we can do with the property. And then from that cash flow, I can pay the mortgage, I can pay the seller, and then I can make a little bit of a spread for myself. And what we typically do is we reach out to agents and we say, look, we'll pay you your full commission up front. And if the seller needs to sell, we can do their price or close to their price. We don't have to buy it like $75,000 or $100,000 less like everyone else is doing. We can buy it in those high numbers, but if we can get the terms we need, we'd have to, make a deal. But
yeah. So what would you guys be able to offer us down on this house?
That's the thing with this, because right now I'm getting properties at anywhere between 5 to 10,000 down. I literally just bought a house yesterday for $1,500 down, because the sellers just wanted somebody to take over their mortgage payment, and then they have 100,000 in equity. And what I'm doing is I'm going to refinance this property. I wrote it in the contract, and I secured the sellers with a promissory note, like a second position lien, with their equity. And I promised them that I'm going to refinance in 8 years, and then they're going to get a lump sum, and they don't need the money, and they'd rather just do that than lose out on the 100,000 by selling in this market. And so we're taking over payments and structuring deals that way. For the 200,000, I could buy literally 20 houses with that kind of capital.
Right, but now, why would a seller want to do that? Why wouldn't they just rent the property out themselves?
Because most people understand that being a landlord is a business.
Yeah.
And you know as well as I do, like being a landlord is not just you just put a tenant in there and get a check every day. Tenants complain, things break, something breaks, you're on the hook for property management, maintenance. You get a call at 2 a.m. because somebody flushed tampons down a toilet, and now you're on the hook for making sure that plumbing works. And people don't want to deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So, it really depends on the seller's situation. In this case, maybe your seller should rent it out or sell it for cash. I might not be a good fit for them, but there are people who really don't want a $3,000 bill every month, and they're just not trying to, they're not trying to do that. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, like my clients, they already have a tenant in place. They've rented it out before. They kind of just missed the market.
Yeah.
They started remodeling it in spring, and then it took too long to finish the remodeling, and just missed the market by literally weeks. So
I know. I missed the market on some of my fix and flips by literally weeks. Like some of my jobs got delayed, and now I'm stuck on some of my flips, and it's impossible to sell. But if your sellers here if they can just hold, that's the best thing for them right now. I think.
Yeah, they have somewhere to stay. They do. They did live by land with their daughter, and their daughter has 2 homes on that property. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's not a big rush, but they do want to build. So it's going to take longer than they thought.
I think that's the best for them to just wait, because for them to try to force something in this market, they might end up, you know what I mean? They might end up making a bad financial decision, and I wouldn't advise them to sell if right now. Like most of the people I buy from are people who really they need to sell. They're like, I moved, I switched jobs, I've got 2 mortgages, like I'm gonna go bankrupt at this rate. I'm like, hey, no problem. Yeah. Like I got you. I can take over your mortgage. Your equity's safe with me. I'll refinance you out in 8 or 9 years or whatever, and you're fine. And we help a lot of people like that. But your sellers sound like, they've got dreams and ambitions to build this property, but they probably shouldn't do it at the expense of their wealth.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. But you know what? Can you send me your email, your contact information? Send me an email with your contact information, and I'll see if we have anything else that comes up.
Yeah, for sure.
That might work for you.
No problem. And I'm always happy. We do these agent outreaches all the time, and just let's stay in touch. And if you find something that works, I'm happy to. I usually pay the agents out their commission from the down payment when I purchase. So, yeah, exactly. Okay. That's usually what I do. Okay. Well, it was really, really nice talking to you, Angie. You're awesome.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the call.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. So, 200,000 is a lot. Like I told you, and remember, if you guys paid attention, I was like 200,000, they have a purpose for it, right? Like I can already tell 200,000, like they have a reason. I read the note that, I think Joyce sent. And so it's like, they've got a legitimate reason. So why would they take 10,000 or 5,000 down? They wouldn't, but, I wanted to still do the motions of the call to show you that this is how to have that conversation, and you're not doing anything wrong. You're not doing anything wrong by not getting the deal. The deal doesn't make sense for the seller. So why should I told her the truth. I wouldn't advise her sellers to take this deal because they should just wait. And that's the truth, right? So they need 200,000. They shouldn't sell it. They should just ride it out and wait before they build. Missions to Millions says, oh shit, press the wrong key. Yeah, he called me in the middle of he Facebook dialed me in the middle of that call. I was like, why the hell is he calling me? Juice says, damn, your report building is on point. Thank you. So I should text this person my email. We'll send this in Munif Saza. This is Munif Saza. My email is munifsaza@gmail.com. So do you see I care more about the relationship? That's how you have an agent call. I care more about the relationship with the agent. I treated her with respect. I treated her sellers with respect. I treated her as a person of integrity. I did not advise her to do anything unethical with her sellers or breach her fiduciary duty with her sellers. And so she respected me and she wants to work with me. And if I follow up with her, we can actually build a relationship. This is how you build relationships with agents. So do 50 of these a day. I'm just 50 is a lot. Do 10 of these a day. You'll get somewhere. You do 10 of these a day. In 10 days, you've done 100 of these. You follow up with your agents and you have a network of agents that are working with you and on your team. So that is the goal. Jew says, got a property. I want to pitch terms. It's Jim. He's asking for 260. It's a creative deal. Last time we spoke was last week. He finished building his new house. Doesn't need the money to go into his new house. Just moving. Okay, so let me. Yeah, this is good. I can talk to your. I can talk to.
Hello.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Munif. Did I catch you at a bad time?
This is who?
Munif. I work with Jew. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. This is Munif. I work with Jew. I think he chatted with you about maybe purchasing your property on 40 Queensland Lane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Yeah, we're in the middle of dinner, actually. But...
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Oh, my gosh. I'm so sorry. All right. Can I call you back maybe later today or tomorrow?
Sure, absolutely.
All right. We'll do. Thank you. Bye.
Thanks, bud. Bye.
All right. He's good. He's nice. So this is a follow-up. I don't like calling people during dinner. He's being very polite. He's a nice guy. He's got good energy. So he's somebody who what is this? East Coast? Yeah, I'm on. It's like 6:46 p.m. there. So yeah, this is a seller to follow up on. I think he might be amenable just from just his tonality. He's a nice, happy guy. I like sellers like that. They're nice. So let's see what else I got here. Veronica says, I do have a pre-foreclosure lead, but after initial call, couldn't get her in contact with her anymore, but she's someone who's struggling to the point where her arrears are almost valued the house. Ooh, that sucks. Definitely think there is other underlying info she wasn't telling me, but would you be interested in trying to get in touch? Sure, but I don't know how I can help her in this market. Maybe a short sale could work. All right. Situation is father-in-law. Okay, Jasper sent me another lead. Scott, the situation is that this is his father-in-law's house. The father-in-law house is moving to assisted living or passed away. Can't remember. Bro, did you have a stroke writing this, Jasper? I'm gonna literally read word for word what Jasper wrote. The situation is this was his father-in-law's house. The father-in-law house is moving to assisted living or passed away. I can't remember. Okay. Jasper, you're giving me a stroke, bro. He wants to sell, but he wants a lot for it. As a cash deal, this would have to be about $50K to wholesale because the house has not been updated for 50 years. Holy shit. I can call Scott, sure, but you never sent me the address, dude. I need that. Hi, Scott. I'm calling you about your house. All right, I can do that. I can do that opener, not knowing the address and just calling with the first name. Let's try that. Let's see how that works. Oh, he sent it to me. Damn. I was gonna see if I could play this game on hard mode.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 918. Your call has been forwarded to.
A lot of people here hesitate. Should I triple dial this person? Will they get mad at me? What do I do? You got to remember, closers don't have feelings.
Your call has been forwarded.
All right, we tried. Okay. All right, guys. I triple dialed once. I triple dialed once. I don't understand that. Okay. All right, guys. Let's call it here. I don't want you guys to miss out on the elephant challenge. Can we do a little Q&A? Sure, Jasper. I'll answer one question. What's your question? You can ask me your question in here. But I don't want you guys to miss out on the elephant challenge. I totally forgot it was today. G says that's 9 times. Yeah, I think a triple dial is 9 dials. So I have no idea what. Ooh, my pool guy messaged me. Water leveler at Catalina isn't working. Easy fix. I will swap it for a new one next week, but I need you to put a hose in and bring up the water level. Till then, it's pretty low. Gotcha. Thank you. Cool. I don't know if I know how to use a hose. I'll have to figure that out. Love it. I feel like I'm getting the reps in, but I feel like I'm also running in circles. How should I be aiming to constantly improve my ability to call? That's a great question, Jasper. Call in front of people like I'm doing right now. It will force you to get better. And when you suck, people will laugh at you, and that will make you not suck. So call sellers in front of people. Veronica says, what days do you have your lives? So this actually might be my last live for a while because Pace actually asked me and my partners, Chime Prakash, to do our Monday lives in the Sub 2 mentorship on Saturdays. He wanted us to do our creative finance lives that we do here inside Sub 2 on Saturdays at 10 a.m. Arizona time for 2 hours, 10 to 12 every single Saturday for 2 hours. In the Sub 2 mentorship. So that is a lot of time that completely takes away our Monday lives that we've been doing with underwriting the creative deals. We're going to be doing deal underwriting inside the Sub 2 mentorship as a bonus Zoom every Saturday at 10 a.m. Arizona time. So because we're doing that, we're moving the Monday Zoom to a bonus Zoom inside Sub 2. We're not going to be doing the rap series anymore on the channel. And like I said, this is going to be the last time I am going to be calling your sellers indefinitely because I'm moving out of Arizona and I need to spend my time packing instead of calling sellers who are not picking up the phone. So this is going to be my my last live where I call while I'm in Phoenix. Maybe if there's enough demand, if enough people would like me to call their sellers, when I'm in Virginia, I might do that. I might not do that. It's really up to me. This is just fun for me. I probably should call my own sellers in my own team. So, Drew says, if a seller coasts you after a decent call, do you call from a different number? Yeah, absolutely, 100%, 100%. Munif, what dialer should I use to start calling? Low cost but effective. I want to start dialing this weekend. Just get like what's it called? I think the cheapest one is like Mojo. I think it's not bad. I used to use Mojo. Jasper says, I'll start my own Twitch. Yeah, Twitch is great. That's dope. And Veronica says, thank you, Munif. Yeah, thank you, Veronica. All right, guys. You guys are dope. Appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Thank you for joining. Go to the Elephant Challenge. Go. Do not miss the Elephant Challenge. Go to the Elephant Challenge. I'll be actually signing in to join that challenge. I totally forgot it was today. Otherwise, I wouldn't have time blocked for this.